Well, hi everybody on YouTube today. I am taking one of my favorite nursing bras, or regular bras, from when I was pregnant, and I haven't changed in size much, and finding a good nursing bra has been hard to do. So as you can see, it's just a regular, this is a Vanity Fair nursing bra that I picked up. I've converted the one side and thought that I should make a video on YouTube of how I did it, because I ordered these snaps and added the elastic to the side so that the strap doesn't fall over my shoulder, and I want to show you all how to do it. So on this particular bra, there is an extra thick layer from the fold over of the cup right here, and then the elastic. You can just cut this off and fold it down and sew it. These are the clips I'm going to be using for the clasp to open and close the nursing bra. This is the top clasp that goes on the strap, and this is the bottom one that goes onto the actual bra here. So what I'm going to do that I did on the other side, the stitches on this, if I fold it back, are pretty easy to find, and this seam ripper is a pretty narrow seam ripper to be able to get in there. It's stitched a couple of times across, so I found I had to go over it 2 or 3 times in the different areas to get all of them, all the threads. And as you can see, it's sewn here at the bottom part also, so I'm going to do that one as well. I want to have it unfastened completely. What you could do also is just cut it and adjust it to the way that you prefer. And each individual bra is going to be a little bit different depending on what style strap it is, if there's trim on it that goes around to the front of the bra. One of the bras I was going to use had a fold over satin trim all the way up the strap to the back and around to the front of the bra, and I thought if I did it to that one, I probably was not going to be pleased with the result. So what I'm going to do here is sew on the bottom clip for the nursing bra conversion, and my seam ripper actually caught a little bit of that material and made a hole. So this is how it's going to be sewn on. And I'm just going to run that through my machine. I adjusted my sewing needle so that it was offset to make it a little bit easier, because it is so small of a piece of material here that I'm using. And you want to stay stitch it or back stitch it. I prefer the stay stitching a few times. And so far I've been using about a 2 or a 2.5 stitch length on my machine, and my machine's mechanical. And I'm going for the, I'm not doing this for somebody else. I'm not being real precise about my stitching being straight or anything. And I've actually thought my sewing machine's been a little bit off today. I have some of the old threads here that I'm going to just pull out. I don't like that seam ripper as well. This one's a lot sharper, and it tends to get all the threads. So that's that side of it. And now for the strap, because this part here was sewn onto the cup of the bra, I know that you know, it's adjustable in the back. Some of them are adjustable in the front, and you have to allow for that. Make sure that you can hear my audience of children in the background. They've decided they want to be noise boxes. So, top part of the bra. And I just want to check how I did it on the back, on the other. So run that through your machine. I'll put it on the other side because I moved my needle. And go with the stay stitching a couple of times. About a 2 or a 2.5 inch. I figure since these are my bra straps, and I don't want them coming undone, especially not walking around in the store, that I went over it 3 or 4 different times. Better to be safe than sorry. I had a nursing bra once that I bought from Kohl's, and I was walking through a store, and all of a sudden the clasp broke on it, and it just flung right over my shoulder, and I had no coat on because it was summertime, and it was a thin nursing bra with no lining, so off it went, and the only thing I could do was steal a diaper pin off of my son to save myself. Now this lower loop here is to sew a piece of elastic. This is the 3/8 ribbon elastic from Joann's, and you just fold it over the inside of the loop, and I like to do a double fold, and what I mean by a double fold is tuck the salvage end under so that you're not going to have any fraying right there. And I'm trying to do it kind of fine. Okay. Make sure your threads are under your presser feet so that it doesn't get tangled. And because this is so small, it tends to shift. Okay. A little announcement that our son is making the other one happy.
So let me in now.
Do my stay stitching. Again, just a straight stitch across, back and forth a couple of times. Some more stay stitching. And this piece of elastic isn't going to be supporting anything unless you were to forget to close it back up and just was walking around with your bra cup down, not in the closed position. And I don't like to cut it until I've sewn it on because you might decide that you want to put it in a different spot. So what I'm going to do is hook the bra closed, and you can see on the other side where I've done this, once you hook the bra closed, this is going to run along the side of your breast, and it's stitched just below the cup. Because this is an underwire, I had to go down into the band. You could make it even straight across. Again, not going for perfection. My mother has taught me in the school of good enough. Thanks, Mom. She's been very good at aggravating my husband with her school of good enough, because of course I carry that into several other parts, things that my husband and I do together. So I'm just going to straight stitch over this, back and forth a couple of times. And I know sometimes I use my scissors. I've got a built-in cutter on my sewing machine here to the back, so I use either. You just want to cut that off close to your stitch. And again on the front of the bra. And you did the stay stitching, so it's okay to cut close. You don't have to leave a tail and tuck it in or anything. And now this is the completed conversion. And as you can see, here we've got the two ribbons. Again, I use the ribbon elastic, so there's a little bit of give in it. I have a Bravado nursing bra, and it uses the same type of elastic, so that's why I chose that. It was my most comfortable bra, but it was purchased at about 38 weeks in my pregnancy, and the band around it has stretched, and with the weight loss of having the baby, and now our baby's at 9 months, it was too big. So this was one of the bras that I used early on in my pregnancy when my size first started to change, and decided that I'd like to be able to wear it again. But I wore it a couple of days ago. Pulling it over your whole chest to give the baby access to the nursing wasn't comfortable. So this is the completed conversion, and you can see it just opens right up, and you can drop it out of the way. You can fold it down. I choose to use bras that fold down more. This was a slightly padded cut bra, so I know it's not going to fold down quite as much, but at least I'm not going to have to do the pull it over to give the baby the access. And with an underwire, that's just most uncomfortable, having that wire sitting on the top part of your breast. So anyways, everybody on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I will post more videos soon in the future. Thank you!